In the last video, I gave you an overview of the timeline of the health effects of a solar flare. You can find the links here. Today, we're getting real. Imagine running 2 brutal marathons you were never trained for. 42 hours of low-grade storms in May, followed by 36 hours of G4 blasts from June 1st through the 4th. That's a total of 78 hours of silent cardio stress for 2 months. No running shoes required. How do you think your body will feel afterwards? In this video, I'm going to show you the actual timeline of the health effect of the last severe solar storm, how those dates line up with my symptoms and probably yours. And we'll look at why even the most fittest among us struggle. The inflammation that you feel days later is your body crying for relief. Why do I call this solar storm Invisible Marathon? Just because I feel like I run a marathon, but without the running. These storms, when it's significant in intensity, it makes my heart race. Not just for a few minutes, but for the entire duration of the geomagnetic solar storm. Welcome to my channel, Healing Without Medicine. My name is Dr. Lily Lay. I'm a physician who quit the practice of mainstream medicine 20 years ago because I saw that the power of healing is not in the pills, but in how we live our life. And why you should listen to me about solar flares and health. Because I was affected by the solar flares. And with my background in medicine, my skills on research, and even on energy healing, I was able to thrive through the flares, and I'm now no longer afraid of the solar flare. And even so, my health is much better thanks to this solar event. Let me show you first the geomagnetic solar storm scale. It goes from G1, which is the mildest, to G5. With the G1, you already can feel some health symptoms. Let me show you the calendar of May 2025. Throughout that month, we endure 42 hours of low-grade G1 geomagnetic storm. These are bursts of solar wind that quietly elevate your cardiac and nervous system's activity. And this is how I feel every time there's a significant geomagnetic solar storm. I feel my chest pound as if I was sprinting up and down the stair several times. But in May, it was as if I was running for 40 hours in low gear and with barely any days to recover. For anyone who is not in top shape, this is a breakdown waiting to happen. Can you imagine running for 42 hours in a month? How will your body be? So by the end of May, I was experiencing extra heartbeats, my blood pressure was spiking, difficulty sleeping, I was wired up, and then it came the real storm. As if May was not enough, we were slammed at the beginning of the month of June. On June 1st, we were hit with a G4 severe solar storm that lasted for 36 hours. My heart felt like as if I just finished a triathlon. So then it came June 2nd through 4th. We had 23 more hours of intense solar storm energy, 36 hours of full throttle of cardiac stress, running on adrenaline and cortisol. Even elite athletes would just beg for mercy. I'm filming this day a month after the G4 storm, and I feel that I'm not fully recovered. To add a context about these elite players, Wimbledon 2025 started on June 23rd, 2025, and they reported that most of the top athletes were eliminated in the first round, something that never happened on the story of this competition. And when the athletes were interviewed, they were reporting feeling burnout without reason. So the question is, could the G4 storm plus the cumulative cardiovascular exhaustion be the reason? So what happens when you're not trained for this? Well, the athlete loses some matches, but the rest of us crash. After 48 to 72 hours, your adrenaline and cortisol drop, the survival chemical disappeared, and you're left with a body with low energy. That you don't even have energy enough for your daily physiological functions. Inflammation takes over, and this is when the symptoms show up. So in my case, right on the dot, after 48 hours, I begin experiencing crushing fatigue. My blood pressure went up. My eyes were so tired, I was unable to open them wide. Blurry vision. I feel tired. These are all signs of exhaustion. In my Solar Alert group, other people reported feeling vertigo, migraine, digestive system, emotional crashes, depression, pain nerve, and more. All because your body was forced to run an invisible marathon you were not trained for, without your permission and without any recovery time. Think about this: 42 hours in May, 36 hours of very intense solar storm in June, a total of 62 hours and almost zero recovery. And this is equivalent of running 2 ultra marathons back to back. And if you don't have energy reserve, tragedy can strike. Last week, I went to 2 funerals. Both people died of heart-related issues. Both passed away 2 weeks after this G4 solar storm. Coincidence? So solar maximum isn't just a theory. It is a public health crisis. I'm not saying that solar flare is the cause of all of this, but what I'm saying is that this solar flare adds another layer of stress on our already stressful life. So this invisible ultramarathon is real and is affecting billions of people. Excess deaths are up. Cancer on young people is on the rise. People feel exhausted and confused. Brain fog is becoming a public health concern, and nobody's talking about solar storms. Solar flares increase your cardiac and nervous system demand without you even know it. It's like running a marathon you didn't sign up for. So if you're not fit, your body burns through that energy fast. Inflammation shows up and fatigue follows. Solar flare is a public health issue, and if we stay unaware, we'll keep getting sick and we'll call it aging. Uncertainty fuels suffering, but awareness gives you power. So what to do? So prove it to yourself. Sign up in my Solar Alert WhatsApp group. You need to have a WhatsApp account. You can download the link for the app below. Mark every storm in your calendar. Then wait for 48 and 22 hours and see whether any symptoms appear in your body. When you see a pattern, this is the first step to take your power back. In the next video, I'll walk you through exactly what to do in each storm phase and how to build your resilience. If you want to learn, subscribe to get more videos about this and learn how to thrive through the flares too. So stay alert, stay informed, and protect your health. Thanks for watching.